Good morning, guys. Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina inside fish famous Johns Pass. We've got a beautiful start to our Friday here inside Johns Pass Village. We've got our 5-hour half day heading out here on the Florida Fisherman 2. We've got our Bass Pro Shop seminar tomorrow. We've got radio shows Saturday and Sunday. We've got our live fishing show Sunday night. And we're going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with the fish right now and what's going on with this weather. That weather has completely changed multiple times here in the last 24 to 48 hours. So great example of how this time of year it's super important to pay attention to the weather if you're heading out on the water. For example, today is going to be gorgeous like they forecasted, but tomorrow, yesterday they were calling for some pretty significant rain chances through the day Saturday. Now they're saying Saturday is going to be a really nice day. Near shore, we're only expecting like maybe 1.5 foot seas tomorrow. Offshore, on the wind finder buoys, they're only calling about 2.5 foot seas tomorrow. There is a slight chance of rain, but it's very slight. Here on shore, there's a 0% chance of rain. Out in the Gulf, though, there is a slight chance of rain tomorrow. Really, the bad weather isn't really gonna be here until Sunday, late afternoon, maybe midday, and that's gonna be mostly offshore. Sunday onshore, it should be plenty great weather for dolphin watching and going to the island and our half-day fishing, but our 12-hour extreme, any long-range fishing trips on Sunday, the weather's not looking so good for. So we have a beautiful day of weather today. Saturday's looking okay too. And then Sunday, it's going to get a little bumpy. It's probably going to take a day or so to calm down. And then hopefully around Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll start seeing some good weather again. But it is a little early to tell. I only like looking at weather maybe 1, 2, 3 days out. Anything past like a 3-day, 4-day forecast this time of year, it's pretty much useless because the weather changes so rapidly and so significantly that you really can't give too much credibility to any forecast beyond maybe 1 or 2 days out. But there goes the guys heading out there on our 5-hour half-day fishing trip. We've also got a 39-hour fishing trip heading out today with the super light load. We had a 12-hour extreme leave this morning with the super light load. We've got a 12-hour night snapper trip leaving tonight with only around 30 people on it. We've got a 39-hour trip next week, Tuesday, with a killer light load. We've got a 39-hour next Friday, a week from today, with an even lighter load. So super light 39-hour trips coming up in the next 7 days. Today, Tuesday, and then a week from today. So if you want to get out on a 39-hour trip, now is a great time to do it because you can enjoy those super light loads and the killer fishing we have right now. Offshore, we're seeing a lot of scamp grouper. We're seeing a lot of those fat red grouper. We're getting a lot of triggerfish action too. And then near shore, we're seeing a lot of kingfish action. We're seeing a lot of those hogfish, and we're catching a lot of fish near shore, offshore, even inshore too. Inshore, we're seeing a lot of pompano on these jetties. The sheep's head fishing has been really good inside the pass. It is kind of late in the year for the sheep's head, but they don't seem to quit. We've got lots of fiddler crabs here at Hubbard's Marina. If you want to come out and join us and hunt the south side underneath Johns Pass Bridge or around our docks or any structure here inside Johns Pass, those sheep's head love those fiddler crabs. We're also catching pompano out in the jetties. The fiddler crabs work really well for the pompano too, or you can use a live shrimp on the bottom or one of those pompano jigs that we have in our shop. So great time for sheep's head and pompano on the beach. The snook are starting to show up. They're starting to get into the pass. They're starting to head out on the beach. We also have a lot of other action like mackerel, a lot of mackerel around. When that whitebait stacks up, those mackerel get really active. Seems like the hard incoming tide is when those mackerel seem to be most active because that incoming tide forces some of that whitebait back to the bridge. Near shore, it's mostly those kingfish and mackerel. That's the big story near shore, but we are getting some nice hogfish occasionally. The kingfish and mackerel seem to be the thickest, around 30 to 50 foot of water, maybe even up to 60 foot of water. And then the hogfish seem to be biting best around 30, 40, maybe even 50 foot of water. And then further from shore at about 120 to about 160, 180 foot is where we're seeing those red grouper. The scamp grouper, 160 to about 200 foot is where we're seeing those triggerfish throughout the offshore waters. Check out our Hubbard's Marina fishing newsletter. We have that newsletter going out every Friday. We write that on Thursdays, and that newsletter includes what's going on here inside Johns Pass. It talks about the Dolphin news. It talks about upcoming events, Tampa Bay Ferry news, what's going on at the island, and it has an inshore, offshore, and nearshore fishing report. And that newsletter goes out every Friday. You can sign up for that newsletter on the bottom right-hand corner of hubbardsmarina.com, or you can just go to hubbardsmarina.com, click info, and then click fishing news, or click fishing trips and fishing news. And that website is updated every Friday midday with that brand new fishing newsletter. So check it out. Remember, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too busy. Hopefully some of y'all can join us for these super light 39-hour trips we have coming up today, next week Friday, and next week Tuesday. We've got a lot of light loads on our 12-hour extremes and 39-hour trips. Remember, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. We'll see you sometime soon inside Johns Pass, or hopefully we'll see some of you at Bass Pro Shops tomorrow at 2 p.m. for that free fishing seminar, because you can win free fishing trips if you come out and join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Bass Pro. Have a great day, guys.